In a critical diplomatic development, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has confirmed he will meet with his counterparts from the United Kingdom, France, and Germany, collectively known as the E3, in Geneva on Friday. This high-stakes meeting marks the first face-to-face engagement between Iranian and European officials since the outbreak of Israel's ongoing military offensive targeting Iran's nuclear and military infrastructure. The planned meeting comes at a time of heightened regional instability, as the conflict between Israel and Iran threatens to spiral into a broader confrontation. The Israeli government has launched a series of airstrikes over the past week, targeting what it claims are Iran's uranium enrichment facilities, missile stockpiles, and military command centers. Iran has responded with its own strikes and cyberattacks, raising concerns over a prolonged war that could engulf neighboring countries. Griffiths, a chance to step away from the edge. Former UN Under-Secretary-General for Humanitarian Affairs, Martin Griffiths, welcomed news of the Geneva meeting. Speaking from New York, Griffiths expressed guarded optimism that diplomacy could prevail. Tomorrow's meeting may be short, but it's enormously symbolic. The mere act of sitting at the same table, with global conflict looming, can shine a light on possible alternatives to war, Griffiths said. Diplomacy hasn't failed yet, but this is likely one of the last stops before a much darker road. Griffiths emphasized that the E3 nations, while traditionally aligned with the United States, are viewed by Tehran as more neutral brokers and are in a position to facilitate dialogue rather than dictate terms. E3 agenda: de-escalation, nuclear concerns, and humanitarian corridors. European diplomats have reportedly been working behind the scenes to mediate a temporary ceasefire and to prevent further escalation. The E3's immediate priorities are expected to include de-escalating hostilities between Israel and Iran, re-establishing nuclear transparency under the 2015 Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action (JCPOA), opening humanitarian corridors in areas affected by the strikes, particularly near Iranian border provinces, urging both sides to return to dialogue and halt retaliatory attacks. Western officials believe that while the JCPOA is currently defunct, its framework still offers a foundation for negotiation, especially if Iran agrees to increased oversight in exchange for phased sanctions relief. A test for Europe's diplomatic relevance. This Geneva meeting also serves as a test of Europe's diplomatic influence amid a vacuum left by a distracted United States. While Washington remains a key player, the Biden administration has been cautious in taking a direct role in the conflict, especially following recent domestic and electoral pressures. If successful, the E3 meeting could reset the tone for broader international negotiations and avert the worst-case scenario, an open war between two of the Middle East's most powerful adversaries. Stay with us for updates on the Geneva meeting, key statements, and possible diplomatic outcomes as global leaders attempt